What is up, comic fam, and welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark, and today we're going to be looking at the Black Friday haul that I scored over the annual Crazy Shopper Fest Day, whatever you want to call it. But before we do that, check this out. Be sure to check out BigTimeCollectibles.com if you're in the market for any exclusive variants, high-end ratios, or placing those FOC orders. You can also follow them on Instagram and Facebook. And go ahead and go follow Justin Comics over on Instagram, just in case you're ready to get any of your comics cleaned and pressed. He is your guy. For as little as $10 a book, he can take care of you. Be sure to use that promo code WeAreLegion and get a buy two, get one free special that we have going on right now. All right, guys, let's get into it. I'm really excited. Some of these books I've had my eye on for a long time. Some of them are actually doubles that I bought, and it was really fun. So I did all my Black Friday shopping on my break from work. So Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, even Columbus Day, any holiday you can think about, I am slammed at my job. So I'm always working on holidays. I'm always working on Black Fridays also, but I was able to take 20 minutes out of my workday and rush over to my local honey hole, Dead Media Collectibles, and run in, grab something, and run out. And I went right it open, and I was hoping that what I wanted was still going to be there because I had my mind set on very specific stuff that I had seen in there previously in the week, and I was able to get all of them. So we're going to take a look at some of it. I'm really excited. So I want to put them in the order here. So first off the bat, I got this amazing 4-issue series from Busick and Perez. It's the JLA Avengers 4-issue crossover from 2003, the complete 4-issue series. And as you can see, it has a $35 price tag on it. Everything that I got was 50% off. All of his back issues were 50% off. So Dead Media is an amazing kind of a second time around kind of story. He only buys, sells, and trades. So that's how he gets 100% of his stock is from what people bring in to him. So $35, man. That's $17.50 I got for this, which is amazing. So if you watch the channel, you do know that I have number 4 already in the CGC 9.8. It's just one of my favorite Superman covers ever. I mean, it's just, that's amazing. And it is a wraparound. All of these covers are wraparounds, I believe. But Perez did a bang-up job with these covers. And let's see if this first one is. Yeah, even look at this. Look at that. That is just wicked cool. Absolutely love it. So I wanted to get a reader set because I definitely plan on. I haven't read this. I don't think I've ever read it, to be honest with you. Like, I'm familiar with the story and everything, but I can't remember reading it. But Perez has always been famous for just packing a lot of people, characters, and just covering as much of the page as he can. And he absolutely did that. And this is the cover right here. This issue number 3 is insane. Like, look at how many people he's got on this cover. That's why DC and Marvel keep expanding their universes, because George Perez needs more characters to draw on a cover. But I mean, just looking at him and playing the who's who and the where's where, it's an absolute blast. Like, that's just so cool. He absolutely knocked that cover out the park, all of them. But that was awesome to get. I was really excited that it was still there. I'd seen it. And not just that, I don't remember whose channel we were hanging out on, but I know Digger Jim mentioned that he was after a set. I know Chip Getler went to his LCS and he was live while he went, and there was one sitting on the shelf at his LCS, and we were talking about it. But yeah, square bound books, easy to get high grades of, and Yeah, that's a shame. I'm definitely going to use these as a reader copy. I don't necessarily think they warrant slabbing. I mean, they're gorgeous covers and everything, but that fourth one is, I'm just a big Superman guy. That's why I wanted to get that one slabbed up. Next up, another set. Now, this one I already own, but I had to get it. Had to get it. So this one is definitely in reader copy shape. There's some creases on the covers and stuff, and that's perfectly fine because I plan on kind of using this as a giveaway because it is a complete set. And I know that I talk about this series all the time. It's still my favorite comic series that has ever been released. And that is Mark Waid and Alex Ross, Kingdom Come, from DC Comics Elseworld imprint. So it's like set in the future. Lois is dead. The heroes that we know and love have retired. The new generation of heroes, if you even want to call them that, are just running amok. And the classic heroes come back for an epic return and to set things right. I mean, just look at these covers. I mean, they're just absolutely gorgeous. Old Alan Scott, Green Lantern there, beast mode in it. Captain Marvel. Him and Superman have like one of their most epic fights ever in this book. And then you can see the wear and tear on it. But again, this is just meant to be a reader copy set and to get it out there for hopefully someone who's never read it. So if you haven't read Kingdom Come, you needs to do that. And this one had a $15 price tag on it. So I got that one for $7.50. $7.50. All right, next up. Now this is where it starts to get good. This is definitely where it starts to get good. So this is the one that I was initially after. This is the big boy, literally the big boy. It's a huge pack of books. So back in like 1997 or something, Alex Ross did an article for Wizard magazine where for them he wrote this story of what a dystopian future would look like in Marvel Comics. And the book sold well, or the magazine sold well, and people were kind of giving high praise to his article, and he did like a sketchbook for it or something, just drawing out the characters, how he had described them, and it had sold out, and people just kept demanding that they wanted more of this world that he was crafting. So finally, in 1997, they wrote this story called Earth X based off of his notes. He did the covers for him. Jim Kruger wrote it, and I think John Paul Leon did the interior arts on it, and it was well received. It was awesome. I absolutely loved it. They even did a prequel for it. But this right here is one of the follow-ups to it. This is more than just a follow-up to it. So they did Earth X, Universe X, and then they did Paradise X. And they did a lot of one-shots and minis with the final one. So what this is, the books everywhere now, is Paradise X, issue number 0. Those gorgeous Alex Ross covers. Like, look, got the Guardians of the Galaxy on there, Charlie, Yondu. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Wicked. And this is issue 0 through 12. That's the whole Paradise X run right there. I'm not going to go through every single cover and take up your whole day, but also included in this is the Wizard Special Edition. Because back in the day, Wizard was the magazine. It was the bee's knees. I mean, it was the thing to have. They did all kinds of extra stuff. So they did the prelude with a 3-issue series called Heralds. And just looking at these covers do not do what the Earth X covers did, where all 13 issues made one huge 2-level connecting cover set. Oh, Aaron Stack down there, Machine Man. He was the focus point of that Earth X story. Adam Warlock in that Paradise X issue X. Paradise X Special A. Just look at that. Good gosh. Paradise X Special Devils. looks like the Daredevil there, who was the focal point of the prelude that they just did. And then Paradise X Special Zen, Xen. Good God. These covers are just something else. And that feels cardstock even. And then finally, it includes Paradise X Special Ragnarok. And you might recognize this photo. Alex Ross posts this on his social media quite often, with Thor smashing the Rainbow Bridge. Just look at this. Remy Q, if you're watching, look at that. Just look at it, Remy. But yeah, so there's those. I do have to get Universe X now. So I'm got Earth X, got all these one-shot specials, the Wizard special. So I've almost got the complete kit and caboodle. Now I wish that I had Universe X already, because that's kind of stunting me from diving into reading this, because this is all reading stuff. I've got to dive into that. Earth X was phenomenal. Like, if you saw the recent Eternals movie with the whole celestial seeding inside of the planet and using Earth as an incubator and everything, that came straight out of Earth X issue number 1. So good stuff. Highly, highly recommend it. So that was 23 total books, $50. So I got all of those for 25 schmeckles. That was a steal of a deal. And the deals don't stop there. Because back in 2005, Jeff Johns, on top of the world over at DC, he did a 7-issue series called Infinite Crisis. One of my favorite events in DC history. It was a total blast. I mean, it was dynamic, action-packed, huge repercussions through the DC universe. Heroes lived, heroes died, and nothing was ever the same. But let's see. Let's get to it. I'm trying to put them in order for you. 7-issue miniseries. Here we go. So I do have this whole Infinite Crisis series. I've got the whole thing, the 7 issues. Jim Lee did a cover and George Perez did a cover for each issue. I have all 7 issues from both artists. And this set looks like it's an amalgam of those artists, which becomes important here in just a minute, because there is a specific key comic embedded in here. So we have issue 1, that's the Jim Lee cover for that one, which you obviously tell it's Jim Lee. Issue 2, that's the George Perez cover. Power Girl there looking at the multiverse shattering. Issue 3, the Jim Lee cover, and this is the first cameo appearance, or the first appearance of Jaime Reyes before he was the Blue Beetle. So that's a key book. That's we're getting to what I'm talking about here, guys. Jaime Reyes, Blue Beetle, is getting his own movie coming up. It was announced at DC Fandom earlier this year that that's one of the projects that they're working on and crafting right now. So issue 4, the George Perez cover, I'm seeing a pattern here, one then the other. But again, with the Jim Lee, it's like these close-up shots, characters full blast there. But with George Perez, like I mentioned earlier, he just loves to pack in so much stuff into a cover, so many characters and everything. It's awesome. But we got to cross our fingers and hope the next one's the Jim Lee cover, because that's the one that's kind of a banger. And it is. Boom. So issue 5, the first full appearance of the new Blue Beetle, Jaime Reyes, right there in issue 5. Now let's take a look at this real quick. This one book last sold in, it looks like in a CBCS 9.6, $85. Raw, $50. Raw, $40. Raw, $50. So this book is obviously getting spec'd on right now. It's definitely going up. It's only going to continue to go up. So the Jim Lee for issue number 6 with Superboy Prime. This is also the story where Superboy Prime goes full Prime. Like he's been around, obviously, Superboy Prime, but when he puts on the Anti-Monitor armor and goes full bad guy, that's from this series here. And finally, the Perez cover for issue number 7. So awesome stuff. So as you can tell from the prices listed here, I paid $40 for the whole set, then got half off of that. $20 for this whole set. Huge deal. So the honey hole was rocking. They were kicking like Bruce Lee over there. So it was definitely worth my time to get these books. It's always worth my time to go over there. It's an amazing shop. Dead Media Collectibles. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram. Angel, who runs the shop, is fantastic. Great guy. Always posting some really cool stuff on there. he's always getting some really cool stuff. So that's it for this video. I appreciate everybody watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to piece together the 1,000 subscriber giveaway now. I've got the final stuff in. I posted what I was waiting for on Instagram. John Jang donated an art print to the channel, signed and everything, to be part of the giveaway. I've got stuff from other community members that have donated, and I'm just trying to organize it all and talk to a few people beforehand and see who's going to be participating and make it kind of run smoothly. So if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to hit that button, because anybody can watch, but only subscribers can win. And if you want to, definitely consider hitting that join button. We've got 52 members in the Legion already. Hit that blue join button down there next to the subscribe button and check out your options. There are 2 different tiers, and you can even get entered to win the monthly Legion loot giveaway box, which is given away the first Sunday of every month for the prior. Yeah. So the November box will be the November Legion loot box will be given away the first Sunday of December. So I'm going to try to post here real soon what all is going to be included in that giveaway box. And again, thank you to Big Time Collectibles, who sponsors the box. And until next time, guys, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.